Good morning and welcome to the Northern Nevada Law Enforcement Academy graduation. My name is Lieutenant Blaine Beard from the Washoe County Sheriff's Office, and I am the Academy Commander and your Master of Ceremonies. I'd like to start this ceremony off by acknowledging the unique and unprecedented times in our society and to thank the family and friends of today's graduates. Due to the state and federal recommended guidelines, our ceremony has been limited to the attendance of NNLEA recruits, NNLEA staff officers, and executive staff members from the partner agencies. Family and friends watching this live stream, I would like to commend you on your endurance, patience, and support, which has been crucial to the success of each and every recruit. Collectively, we truly wish the circumstances were different and we are at a typical venue with 500 to 600 in attendance. However, due to the state and climate of our region, this was not possible today. I would like to thank our attending executives as well as the countless number of honorable state and local dignitaries that were unable to attend. Thank you for the support given to this graduating class. Now, if I may have everyone please remain standing. Please welcome the graduating class of 2020-01.
Class, forward, march!
Honor Guard, present colors.
Uniform personnel,
Ready, face.
present,
Honor guard, present.
arms.
Arms.
Ladies and gentlemen, performing the national anthem this morning will be KTVN Channel 2's own Mike Alger.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly
For the invocation, I would like to introduce Chaplain Rob Garlock, retired Washoe County deputy and proud father of 2 Reno police officers.
It's always an honor to be here with you. A warrior in his own right, a guy by the name of David. In the Old Testament, the guy who took out Goliath, and also was a warrior as well. Walked into several situations that demanded that he take the lives. He was dealing with difficult situations, but in Psalm 46:10, he said, "Be still and know that I am God." In other words, he said, be focused and know that I'm with you. It's tough times right now. I can't be with you. I'm jealous. But at the same time, I want you to know that God will be with you. And because of that, I ask that you allow me just a moment to pray. Heavenly Father, I thank you so much. Thank you so much for allowing us to be a part of this moment in the lives of these young men and women. We ask, Lord, that you be with them, go with them, know that they can call on you in the best of times and in the most difficult of times. Thank you for answering this prayer. Be with their families. Thank you for their training officers and those leaders that are here today. Be with them, give them wisdom, and allow them to know always they can call on you. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Please be seated. The Northern Nevada Law Enforcement Academy is a collaborative effort involving the Reno Police Department, the Sparks Police Department, the Washoe County Sheriff's Office, and the University Police Services. This academy provides the highest quality, most efficient, effective, and progressive training in the region. This academy would not be possible, nor would it be successful, without the tireless effort put forth by academy staff members, instructors, administrators, and support staff. Today, we come together to celebrate the accomplishments of these 34 men and women who represent the agencies of the Reno Police Department, the Sparks Police Department, the Washoe County Sheriff's Office, and Washoe County Juvenile Services. I would like to take a moment to commend this class for their accomplishments, as we were approximately 9 weeks into the academy when the COVID-19 virus began to permanently change the landscape of our instruction. Threatened with the fear of potentially having the academy suspended or postponed, this group of recruits came together. This group of recruits looked out for one another. They exercised their due diligence. They prioritized. They stayed healthy, for the most part. They are all here today, receiving their respective agency badges and beginning the next phase of their careers in law enforcement. During the last 13 weeks of this academy, staff officers ensured that the Regional Public Safety Training Center was fully equipped and stocked with disinfectant wipes, bleach, PPE, temporal thermometers, you name it. Great precaution was taken with respect to the health and welfare of the recruits, instructors, and staff officers. On many occasions, the curriculum was rescheduled or altered to accommodate the challenges we faced regarding social distancing and distant learning in the event of a possible outbreak. Like so many obstacles we have faced and will face in our career, this experience was one of many that we will overcome and overcame. Thus, I would like to thank all of the partner agency executive staff for ensuring that the NNLEA class of 2020-01 completed their mission, and we are all here today. So thank you all. Additionally, this academy has been referred to by many as the Legacy Academy. The reason is that 6 of the 34 graduates are second-generation law enforcement today. There are 5 who are Washoe County Sheriff's deputies and 1 Sparks police officer that are second generation. Very proud of that and keeping the tradition going. In fact, one of the graduating Washoe County Sheriff's Office recruits is my oldest son, which makes today truly special for a variety of reasons. At this time, I'd like to introduce our graduating agency's executive leaders, Washoe County Sheriff Darren Balaam, Reno Police Chief and Acting City Manager Jason Soto, Deputy Chief and Acting Reno Police Chief Tom Robinson, Sparks Police Chief Peter Krall, Washoe County Department of Juvenile Services Director Frank Cervantes. Please give them a round of applause in showing of our appreciation and support for their leadership. Typically, at this point in the ceremony, I'd recognize all local dignitaries that are in attendance. However, they were unable to attend due to COVID-19 restrictions as well as local and state mandates. Therefore, I would like to recognize those who serve our local government to help contribute to the NNLEA. Their support behind the scenes is invaluable to our mission. I would like to thank all dignitaries from the Reno City Council, including Reno Mayor Hillary Sheevy, the Sparks City Council, including Mayor Ron Smith, and the Board of County Commissioners, including County Manager Eric Brown. I would also like to recognize United States Senator Catherine Cortez Masto, United States Senator Jackie Rosen, and United States Congressman Mark Amodei. Please give them a round of applause and thank you all. Additionally, I would like to recognize executive staff members present from the partnering and local agencies. Washoe County Under Sheriff Wayne Yarborough, Washoe County Chief Deputy Tim O'Connor, Washoe County Chief Deputy Jeff Clark, Washoe County Chief Deputy Greg Herrera, Reno Police Deputy Chief and Acting Chief of Police Tom Robinson, Reno Police Deputy Chief Mac Venzon, Reno Police Deputy Chief Oliver Miller, Sparks Police Deputy Chief Scott Tracy, and Sparks Police Deputy Chief Chris Crawforth. Ladies and gentlemen, please give them a round of applause and showing of our appreciation and support for their leadership, their influence and contribution this afternoon, or this morning. At this time, I would like to take a moment to introduce our training staff. They continuously put everything they have into this academy. I would like to take a moment to recognize them for their commitment and tireless efforts. Reno Police Sergeant Brian Adamson, Reno Police Officer Dax Soto, Sparks Police Officer Dustin Beauford, Washoe County Deputy Todd Fitzmeyer, Washoe County Deputy Chad McKinnon. Additional Academy support staff also includes Reno Police Officer and Range Master Charlie D. St. Maurice, Washoe County Deputy and Range Master Tim Bragginton, Reno Police Officer Colleen Connolly, and Administrative Support Specialist Christy Fragio. I'd also like to thank the deputies and officers as well as the numerous men and women from our local governmental bodies that have assisted with teaching a variety of classes that comprise our 22-week curriculum. And please give them a round of applause for their hard work as well. Sheriff Darren Balaam is the 27th individual selected to serve as Sheriff of Washoe County since the office was founded in 1861. A fifth-generation Nevadan, the Sheriff's career includes more than 21 years serving Washoe County, from every rank of command, Deputy Sheriff to Assistant Sheriff under Mike Haley. Sheriff Balaam's law enforcement career has encompassed each of the 3 bureaus that comprise the office: Operations, Detention, and Administration. He served as commander of the Special Weapons and Tactics Team, SWAT, Detention Response Team, DRT, and the Hostage Negotiations Team. Balaam also supervised various special units, including the K-9 Unit, the Regional Bomb Squad, the Detectives Division, the Motors Unit, the Northern Nevada Counterterrorism Center, NNCTC, and the Northern Nevada Regional Intelligence Center, known as NRIC. A graduate of the University of Nevada, Reno, with a Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice, Sheriff Balaam also holds a Master of Science in Criminal Justice from the University of Louisville. He is a graduate of the Federal Bureau of Investigation's Southwest Command College and the University of Louisville Southern Police Institute's Administrative Officers Course. It is now with great honor that I turn your attention to our keynote speaker, Washoe County Sheriff Darren Balaam.
Good morning, everybody. I am truly honored to be here. To the 34 recruits, congratulations on your graduation day. This is an incredible accomplishment and a giant step of faith. You should be very, very proud of yourselves. I am very proud of you. And I think I can speak for the chiefs of Reno and Sparks and director of Washoe County Juvenile Services and say they are proud of you too. Before I get much further though, I must be honest. What does one say to 34 men and women who are embarking on their law enforcement career in the midst of a worldwide pandemic? What do you say when amidst that pandemic, there are 4 officers in another jurisdiction whose actions, or lack thereof, take the life of a man pleading to them that he can't breathe? What do you say when in the ensuing days after that incident, peaceful protests are held throughout the nation, but then extreme violence erupts in the downtown region of one of the cities where the 34 men and women you are speaking to will work? And when that extreme violence is erupting in cities and towns and counties all across our nation at the same time, what do you say? I wondered a bit, but I think I've been able to find some insight to share, and I'm hopeful it comes from the heart of why we are law enforcement officers. We all choose law enforcement careers because we are proud of our community and we are proud of our profession. And feelings about our community are exactly why people have taken to the streets throughout our nation over the past 2 weeks, protesting peacefully. I'd venture to say it is also why people took to the streets in various cities, including one of our own, destroying property, being violent, and frankly, rioting in the streets. You see, while some people have very different ways of showing it, and we will never tolerate violence or destruction, we may be more similar than you think. And in these trying, difficult, and ever-changing times, finding similarities and commonalities among ourselves just might be what gets us through it. Last week in a statement I issued to the community, I quoted Mother Teresa. She once said, quote, "If we have no peace, it is because we have forgotten that we belong to each other," end quote. Perhaps we momentarily forgot that we belong to each other. And maybe it's up to us to be the leaders who remind all of us. Think about this for a moment. I've been in law enforcement for more than 23 years, and the conversation of change has been had many times during my career. When I took office as sheriff, I brought members of our community together and formed a community engagement committee. Over the last 18 months, I've looked to them many times for their input and their advice. Law enforcement as a region has held regular breakfast meetings with the faith-based community and participated in several race symposiums. However, we must do more. It has never been clearer to me that now is a moment of change, deep, tangible, and long-lasting change. How fortunate for you that the moment of transparent and accountable change is at the very beginning of your career. I'm the old generation, and let's not focus on my age, and you are the new generation. You have been given the opportunity to join law enforcement family on the ground level of radical worldwide change. Whether you are joining the Washoe County Sheriff's Office, Reno Police Department, Sparks Police Department, or Washoe County Juvenile Services, you will be out in the community interacting with people of all ages, races, ethnicities, and viewpoints. You will have the opportunity to make a difference in someone's life. You will see people at the very worst moment of their lives. And you will see people who absolutely do not want your help, your assistance, or frankly, even your presence near them. You will encounter people who will not like you simply because you're a law enforcement officer. And you will encounter people that will thank you. How awesome is the fact that each of these instances, you have the opportunity to make a difference and affect change. No matter what the circumstances are, the trust the community has in law enforcement is extremely precious. The actions of 4 officers in Minneapolis, who we don't know and probably never will, has had an everlasting negative effect on the trust between every community and law enforcement agency in our nation. The actions you take over the course of your career could either strengthen or destroy the bond between communities and agencies throughout the nation. Don't ever lose sight of that. At this, the beginning of your career, not only do you have the opportunity to affect true change, you will be the leaders who help shine our badges back up. I urge you not to squander these gifts, graduates. Be the voice of calm. Remember, when you are called to a scene, for many, you are the ones who stop the violence, not inflict the violence. You are the one who is needed. And in that moment of need, remember who you are. You have received training, and you will continue to receive training throughout your career. Your respective agencies will continue training you on a variety of topics, including but not certainly limited to diversity, de-escalation, and use of force. And I encourage you to ask questions of your trainers and of your community. Establish a two-way conversation right now. At the beginning of your career, listen, learn, and get involved. I promise you doing so will serve you well. As law enforcement officers, though, we must also understand that we are held to a higher standard. For the person who you meet in the worst moment of their life, they may think of you as the hero for the rest of their life. They will look at you as the leader, a leader who led them when they didn't know how, a leader who reminded them that we all belong to each other. I challenge you today to etch that thought into your mind. There will be times in your career when you don't feel like a leader, moments when you may think others aren't being leaders, and moments when you might momentarily forget we belong to each other. When those moments happen, and trust me, they will, use them as motivation. Use them to talk to your coworkers, your family members, your peer support teams. Use them to learn. Use those moments to help make yourself and others better. Washoe County is a place where people respect, honor, and fight for one another. It has been that way my entire life, and I firmly believe it very much is that place today. So, at this juncture, the very beginning of your law enforcement career, I implore you to remember that. Remember that everyone you meet deserves to be respected, deserves to be honored, and deserves to be fought for. I would venture that if you lead from a place of respect and honor, you will find you have a solid foundation for your law enforcement career. I can't sugarcoat it. These are trying and challenging and ever-changing times. But it is always darkest before the dawn. Let's commit to finding the dawn. Thank you very much.
Next is our Recruit Achievement Awards. I would like to invite our Academy staff to the stage to present the Achievement Awards. Please welcome to the podium Sergeant Brian Adamson, Deputy Todd Fitzmeyer, and Officer Dax Soto.
Good morning. Class Achievement Award for Emergency Vehicle Operations, EVOC. This award is presented to the recruit who excelled during all facets of Emergency Vehicle Operations course. This recruit obtained the highest score in both the academic portion and on the precision driving course, which included braking exercise, backing exercise, perception reaction training, proper pursuit management, and the timed road course. This award is not given to the fastest driver, it is given to the most efficient and consistent driver in this academy. This award goes to Washoe County Deputy Sheriff Kyle LeBlanc. Top Gun Award. The Academy Top Gun Award is not merely an award to the individual just because they shoot well. there are many factors that go into this selection process. The selection process includes an individual's performance during firearms training, force-on-force training. Factors which are taken into consideration for Top Gun Award are safety and proper manipulation with all weapons, consistent accuracy with all weapons, exhibit informal leadership skills during firearms and force-on-force training, consistent and proper decision-making abilities during shoot, don't shoot, firearm training scenarios, and consistent and proper decision-making abilities during force-on-force training. This award goes to Reno Police Department Officer Tyler Brooks.
All right, our next class achievement award is for defensive tactics. This award is given to the recruit who is considered to be the most proficient and improved student in weaponless defense. When evaluating recruits for this award, defensive tactics staff members look at multiple topics to include control holds, handcuffing, personal weapons, and alternative weapons. Not only are the recruits graded in these areas, but also the application of the defensive tactics skills in scenarios that include sparring, fist suit, and multiple role-played calls for service. This award goes to Tyler Schenk from the Sparks Police Department. Our next award is our Outstanding Performance Award, otherwise known as Top Cop. This award is given to the recruit who is identified and chosen by his peers for excellence and recognized as a leader during their academy. This award goes to Richard Jager from the Reno Police Department. And our final award is given to the class valedictorian. This award is given to the recruit who achieved the highest academic scores collectively throughout the academy on any graded quizzes, tests, and/or exams. This recruit finished with a cumulative academic average of 97.26%. This award goes to Tyler Schenk from the Sparks Police Department.
On behalf of the Academy Class 2020-01, I also want to give our class plaque to the Academy Commander and Sergeant. Morning, everyone. A couple of days before the final exam, a couple weeks ago, Deputy McKinnon pulled me aside and let me know that Jager and I were in the running for valedictorian. And I thought for sure it would go to Jager because, I mean, the guy did nuclear chemistry in the military before this, and I was a quote-unquote ambulance driver. So I'd be lying to you if my first inclination wasn't to go home and figure out how many questions I can miss on the final to pass but not have to write a speech. So apparently my math was off. My name's Tyler Schenk, and I'm now a officer with the Sparks Police Department. It's weird and awesome to finally be able to say that. It's been a long-time dream of mine. I just want to start off with some thank yous. To start off, I want to give a huge thank you to the executive staff here today, the chiefs, deputy chiefs, sheriffs, undersheriffs. First off, thanks for hiring us. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. In all seriousness, thank you for having our backs during this weird academy with everything that's been going on. Because of COVID and all that was going on during this process, I know that my fellow recruits and I, we came in each day not knowing whether the academy was going to be suspended or canceled, or if we would even have a job the next day. But throughout the entire process, you reassured us and you fought for us. And because of that, we are here, and we appreciate you so much for being there and having our back. So a round of applause for executive staff, please. I wanted to thank the academy staff as well. Officer Soto, Deputies Fitzmeyer and McKinnon, Officer Beauford, Sergeant Adamson, and Lieutenant Beard. Close to 6 months ago, you got a group of brand new recruits who knew nothing about policing. And only because of your energy, your time, your wisdom, experience, and a whole lot of patience are we able to sit here and call ourselves officers and deputies today. Thank you as well for fighting for us to keep this academy going and for having faith in us. I hope that we all make you proud as we go to our individual agencies and start working and start applying all the skills and knowledge that you have taught us and handed down to us here at this academy. If we can get a round of applause for them as well. I also wanted to acknowledge and thank all of our families and friends at home. I wish you could all be here today. I do want you to know that the academy staff fought hard for you to be here today. Unfortunately, because of COVID and everything that's been going on in recent times, that wasn't able to happen. We are so appreciative of all the support and love and patience that you've had for us throughout this entire process. I know it hasn't been easy. I know that there were nights that you wanted to spend time with us, and we came home and maybe we couldn't spend that time with you because we were preparing for a quiz or the final exam or the post-exam, or maybe we just had a bad day during Force on Force week. I know that there were days that we didn't give you the time and attention that you deserved. Yet regardless, amidst all this, you continue to show us all that support and love, and we are so appreciative for that. If we can give a round of applause for all our families and friends at home. Finally, I wanted to thank my fellow recruits. What a ride this has been. 148 days ago, we walked through those academy doors, maybe not knowing a single person in here, anxious about whether we would be good enough, nervous for what stood before us. We've been through a lot together. I mean, shoot, only 3 days into the academy, I thought we all saw a man die, but it was just Key passing out trying to break the 300-meter sprint record. Glad you're alive and well, Key. Later in the academy, as we got past 2 long months of 8-hour days in the classroom, we got to range and defensive tactics, and we bled and sweat together, though I'd rather bleed than have to carry Larry, the crash test dummy, around at range again. During Force on Force, we got to see what each other was like during high-stress situations. We also got to learn a lot about ourselves. As the days and the weeks went on, we've gone through a lot together. Through victories and failures, joys and pains, we've grown closer from strangers to brothers and sisters. And this is more important for us to recognize now than ever, with all that is going on in the recent weeks. I want you to always fight for the men and women to your left and right. Because whether you like them or not, whether they're a friend or someone that maybe even annoys you, they're your family now. And it is all of our duties to ensure that our brothers and sisters get home safe to their families. Our pants may be different colors, but we all wear a patch on our shoulders and a badge on our chests that represent all those out there that bleed blue. I also want you to look back to not only this moment, but also to when we started the academy, and remember the why you wanted to get into this line of work. Because when you're faced with the toughest times, it is that why that will keep you going. I want to read something that was written by Sergeant Stephen Williams, one of the original founders of Humanizing the Badge, that was tragically killed in the line of duty just a week ago today. He wrote, "You are a protector. That's why you chose this calling, right? You love and want peace for everyone, and you will strive to provide that. Have the heart of a servant, but the hands of a warrior. Always be kind, always be generous, but stand your ground. Do not compromise your principles or your integrity. Do the right thing. That isn't always outlined in a procedure manual. And finally, when this job and humanity has you questioning why you are even doing this, think back to why you started doing it. The reason is the same. You cannot save the world, but what you can do is help one person at a time. That is all you must do. Do that, and yours is a life lived well. Let us honor Sergeant Williams' memory and all those that have come before us by living according to these words. To close, I have one final quote from the movie End of Watch. Although I am but one man, I have thousands of brothers and sisters who are the same as me. They will lay down their lives for me, and I them. We stand watch together, a thin blue line, protecting the prey from the predators, the good from the bad. We are the police. Northern Nevada Law Enforcement Academy 2020-01, aka COVID class. I am honored to stand watch with you all. Congratulations, we made it. And also on behalf of our class, some of the recruits, or now officers and deputies from our class, put together a class video that everyone can watch.
In spite of the obstacles faced, in spite of a non-traditional academy setting, from the classroom training to the practical training, in spite of the fear many felt over the uncertainty that this day would actually arrive, they have grown as a family, as brothers and sisters, to persevere and to overcome. They're embarking on a career in law enforcement at a time that is truly unprecedented. Please put your hands together one more time. Give them a big round of applause, please. So as our valedictorian stated, usually at this time we would introduce the class video. However, since the live stream is going to YouTube, we need to prevent the copyright infringements from occurring. Therefore, the class video will be shown prior to the end of the ceremony and right after the live stream has ended at that time. At this time, I'd like to recognize United States Senator Catherine Cortez Masto, United States Senator Jackie Rosen, and United States Congressman Mark Amodei, who have provided individual congressional certificates of achievement to our graduating class, the Northern Nevada Law Enforcement Academy. Greatly appreciates and recognizes the support from our congressional representatives. Please give them a round of applause as well. Now it is my honor and privilege to direct your attention to my right side of this classroom for badge presentations. Washoe County Sheriff Darren Valem, Deputy Chief and Acting Reno Police Chief Tom Robinson, Reno Police Chief Peter Crowell, Washoe County Department of Juvenile Services Director Frank Cervantes. Cody Agarella. Reno Police Department, Colton Albert. Sparks Police Department, Vincent Armlin. Reno Police Department, Tyler Baer. Washoe County Sheriff's Office, Austin Beard. Reno Police Department, Tyler Brooks. Washoe County Sheriff's Office, Paige Brown. Reno Police Department, Brendan Collins. Washoe County Juvenile Services, Alyssa Corda. Reno Police Department, Michael Galleri. Washoe County Sheriff's Office, Rachel Deal. Reno Police Department, Scott Gothier. Washoe County Sheriff's Office, Michael Gold. Washoe County Sheriff's Office, Bailey Henderson. Washoe County Sheriff's Office, Maxwell Hippert. Washoe County Sheriff's Office, Jamie Holcomb. Reno Police Department, Richard Jagger. Washoe County Sheriff's Office, Robert Key. Washoe County Sheriff's Office, Kyle LeBlanc. Washoe County Sheriff's Office, Nico Leva. Sparks Police Department, John Parisi. Washoe County Sheriff's Office, Jason Phillips. Washoe County Sheriff's Office, Adam Rohde. Sparks Police Department, Tyler Schenk. Reno Police Department, Galen Schmidt. Washoe County Sheriff's Office, Philip Seidel. Washoe County Sheriff's Office, Nicholas Slazarski. Reno Police Department, Casey Thomas. Sparks Police Department, Stephen Trevino. Washoe County Sheriff's Office, Brandon Turner. Washoe County Sheriff's Office, Jenna Turner. Washoe County Sheriff's Office, Gavin Turnipseed. Reno Police Department, Daniel Wallace. Reno Police Department, Stephen Willeen. In conclusion, I would like to once again thank our Northern Nevada Law Enforcement Academy staff. I would also like to thank the staff of the Regional Public Safety Training Center led by Director Brian DeMunick for the continued support and assistance, as well as all of the supporting agencies for their dedication and training this outstanding class. In addition, I would like to say that although this is not necessarily the venue in which we would have preferred to celebrate the Northern Nevada Law Enforcement Academy graduating class of 2020-01, we can all agree that just being here today, regardless of the location or those who are or who are not in attendance, is quite an accomplishment in and of itself. And finally, the badge pinning. It has been a tradition to allow each graduating officer or deputy the opportunity to have a person of their choosing complete the badge pinning process. Unfortunately, this event will not be able to occur upon conclusion of the ceremony. However, we have made arrangements for you to share that special moment with your loved ones in a safe environment at a later time. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to present the graduating class of 2020-01. Give them a round of applause, please. Zach.
that